Hi, Big Black Bible. We're Dan and Amanda from Travelling Scots.
Hey.
Do you kids want to say hi? Hi. There's 5 of us in the travel. So Dan, myself, Gabriel in the back, River and Braith. And at the moment we're weekend travellers. We're a weekend, a few weeks away, nothing too extravagant at the present time.
I think we just wanted to do the lap because it's just something we've always loved doing is travelling. So we decided to buy a van and get amongst it all.
We had a camper before, but we decided to upgrade to the van, which is on the back.
Currently, we're halfway between Moranborough and Claremont. We're just going camping for the weekend at Teresa Creek Dam. Catch some yabbies, hopefully, and do a little bit of gold prospecting on the way. Setup is we've got a 200 series Land Cruiser. We've got a 22-foot on the move caravan, the Tracks. It's a 2014 model from memory. Triple bunk. Got all the works and jerks with it. I've upgraded the solar. I put 800 watts of solar on the roof. And the lithium batteries, we put 480 watts of lithium batteries in. And yeah, so we just want to do as much as off-grid camping and free camping as we can.
So we tend to stay off-grid if we can. We prefer that just for the kids to have a bit of, more play and run around kind of thing, because they tend to be quite loud, etc. We do stay in the caravan parks if we need to, probably once or twice, maybe a week if we have to, for hot showers, washing your clothes because it's never ending. And the kids get to play with other kids too if we're in a park as well. So that's kind of where we're at with it,
yeah. For me, I reckon Notch Point, Queensland, absolutely best place you can possibly go. It's a not beautiful beach. Yeah, you got to watch for bodies, but still a beautiful beach. You can do a bit of safe swimming there. It's quite easy. And yeah, I just reckon it's a great spot. It's close to home for me, where I grew up. But yeah, absolutely awesome.
I probably like the place that we stayed at Longreach, which was
Goodberry Hills Campground.
Yeah, so it's on the Thompson River. The kids could fish, yabby pots in. We were away from the hustle and bustle of Longreach as well. Beautiful sunsets, sunrises, etc. like that. Yeah, it was perfect out there. I mean, you were very secluded from everything, but it was just something that we all enjoyed.
Yeah, for me, everywhere's awesome. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't have a best place. I think Australia is probably the best place you can probably be.
I guess recently for us, for the kids, I guess I'm speaking for, we went to the alpaca farm out in Marion, which is out of Mackay, where we could camp there. The kids could go in and feed all the animals. So it was baby goats, alpacas,
Birds.
There was birds, kangaroos,
Deer,
pigs, heaps of different things. And they were free. Kids were just able to go and freely do this. It wasn't just, we were obviously the vets and stuff, but the people that run that place took the kids under their wing and showed them what to do. So it was a little bit of a break for Dan and I as well. So that kind of thing. And we're close to town. So Mackay, we were half an hour to anything if we needed to go there. Woolies was honestly 2 minutes down the road if we needed to go there. And we weren't that far from home, an hour and a half tops.
Not really. We haven't had a really bad spot yet, have we?
No, nothing that we've, ruled our nose at and said, no, it's no good. Yeah.
Make the most of a bad situation, you might say. The top end. From the tip of Queensland to Derby. Anywhere around there. Right around there.
I'm hanging for the northern part of WA. to be quite honest. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
No pets. We've got 3 kids and that's enough. So no pets. Scary time. I tell you what, we went out Longreach last school holidays, and the amount of, how can you put it politely, morons that have an inadequate tow car towing a big van. You just watch them coming towards you on the road and basically pack your pants, because it's pretty scary stuff watching them come towards you. Just people don't know what they're doing. What I see anyway. Yeah, well.
Mine's my camera. So my camera's 99.9% of the time packed in the back of the car. So in the camera, my Canon, or I've got my camera on my phone. So usually on our Facebook page, etc., you'll see photos. That's me. That's me editing that kind of stuff in the background. Me getting photos of bits and pieces as we travel as well. What about yours?
I've probably got my metal detector, only because I like finding relics, and my drone. You get to see some pretty cool stuff with the drone. Yeah, so. Yeah, we're saving as much as we can. And we will be working on the road as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we decide to go, we will be doing a bit of both. I think we're averaging around $1,000 a week, but we can do it less, but we're living pretty the high life. But yeah, but $1,000 a week, that's for petrol, car, fuel.
The probably biggest expense is fuel and food. So so that's where we find. Obviously, it's 5 mouths to feed, that kind of stuff, and
fish as much as possible, eat as many free catches as you can. But yeah. Yep. Travelling with kids can be difficult, but when you find your rhythm and routine, I think it's a lot easier to do.
Patience, especially with the kids. I've had to learn that a little bit more than I ever anticipated. You can overpack as much as you want, but in the end you'll end up throwing a lot of stuff out. So go with the bare minimum is what we've found. So, the kids at home have always got bikes and scooters and boxes of toys. In the van they've got one box, that's it. And they're quite happy, quite comfortable with that. Mind you, they have a scooter each, that's it. But inside the van, game-wise, colouring in-wise, those kind of things, they've got one box. That's it. Limited to that, and that works well for them as well, and for us.
Well, for me, as soon as I hook up the van and you hit the road, the past is behind you. It's behind the van. You've only got the future to look forward to, what's ahead of you. If you're going to reverse around Australia, well, that's on you. But I seriously think whatever's ahead of you, it's fun to look forward. That's where I look.
Probably for me is the kids and us experience that together. It's all great to go on little holidays if we were going without the van, but it's those experiences, those life experiences we're teaching the kids as well. And they're growing up, obviously, seeing things that Dan and I didn't see until we're older. They're seeing it while they're young, so.
Oh, biggest splurge, I suppose. Yeah, we haven't really splurged other than what we need for the van.
We did do some advertising material for the van and for us, obviously Travelling Scots. So we've got some business cards done up, some stickers. There is the back windows done up as well with Travelling Scots on it, and you'll probably very briefly see in the background there's some signs in the back of the van, front and the back of the van as well. So we'll show you a bit more of that in a few photos and stuff like that, so you can see what we've got done up. But that's probably the biggest splurge that we hadn't really needed, but we wanted to do.
We researched a lot when we bought stuff. We know what people have used and what they've needed, and I have family members that also travel, so pick their brain a lot. But I think we've sort of been very tactical about what we buy and what we're going to take with us. Obviously, you've got to consider weight, how much weight we've got. I think the biggest thing we use, I suppose, is the Weber.
Yeah.
We've learnt to cook a lot of things on the Weber that you would normally need a pot or a stovetop for.
Or the microwave.
Yeah, we don't use the microwave. Yeah, we just do it all on the Weber.
Yeah, we don't, very rarely do we cook inside in the van. It's all outside. Whether that's on the foldable camping fire pit that we've got or on the Weber, it's all done that way. It's not inside, unless it was raining, obviously, but then even that would be not something we probably do anyway.
Yeah. What lockdown? Oh no, we've only travelled Queensland since we've had the van, and I mean, our aim when we do start travelling is to go to places that are off the beaten track, out of everyone's perception, out of eyesight, you might say, and just go out of the way and find the spots that people don't really like, what people don't know about, or if they do hear about, they've heard bad stories. We want to try and make it good.
Yeah, we're always looking for. We're actually heading out, as Dan said earlier, we're heading out to Teresa Creek. But there is a little spot that we found out through some friends of ours that is out here that basically no one goes to. So we're looking at checking that out while we're here, because we're always after something that doesn't have a lot of people at, untouched, basically, that we can all enjoy, where it's not overcrowded, those kind of things.
Just be smart about what you're planning. Try and save as much water as possible, and yeah, just obviously don't overpack. Only pack what you need, not what you want. Yeah, that's about all I've got that I can think of.
Yeah, not over. What Dan said is not overpacking. I guess you can always overpack and you can always throw it out or whatever you don't need. But we for instance, with the kids, if we are travelling, they've got a drawer in their thing in the van, and they take that's where their clothes are, so it's all cordoned off. We're not overpacking. We don't need 10,000 pairs of underpants or whatever else. That snacks, I find we've got a snack bag in the car. If you go to the likes of Woolies or Coles and they've got food on special, like chips and whatever else, I buy the bigger bags and pop them in a Ziploc bags. So there's one big bag, I think we paid $1.75 for it yesterday, for a bag of chips is doing 3 of them. So those kind of things, just being organised, I think, too. Knowing where you're going to and what you're going to need. Is there a shopping centre? Is there food available? Water, especially firewood, that kind of stuff. It's not always available, firewood as well. If you see it on the side of the road, have you got available to pick that up, etc. like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're planning on posting up some more soon. And yeah, hook in. It's Harper.